anywhere. And I wanted to bring some and your audience. And this was partially inspired by you. I was writing like I always do at a bar, and I put something out on Facebook, and you commented that same comment that Raul Salinas made earlier about poets. There will be poets who will tell the story. And I was reading a book called After Aztlan by a bunch of Latino poets, and I got inspired from your quote and reading that book of poetry. And Aztlan is the ancestral home of the Aztecs. They left their 7 caves. 7 tribes left 7 caves searching for Aztlan. And the Aztecs were the only ones who found it. And the legend goes that they would find Aztlan. When the home honors that tradition, it honors Aztlan and the poets who tell the stories. After Aztlan, Francisco Alcaron will speak Chicano mornings into being in a language not his own, tapping time and chanting rhymes, rearranging the cosmos to make room for non-believers. After Aztlan, Jimmy Santiago Baca's fingerprints, purple with life, will be on a million votes to legalize my red cousins. He will hold a sermon in the orange grove of his ancestors and preach the gospel of peace. After Aztlan, Martin Espada will sell chiclets y chocolate to raise money for bail por el Taino, la Boricua, el Mixtec, the Latin disciples, the Brown Berets, los Blaceros y los Zootsuiters. He will burn copal, sage, and organize a protest against the bourgeoisie. After Aztlan, I will find a place more beautiful. I will sacrifice vowels and nouns to the sun. I will plant my feet deep into the soil. I will grow among the flowers, trees, birds, and insects. After Aztlan, I will begin again. After Aztlan, Lorna Di Cervantes will write a letter to no one, telling them that the truth of today comes from the roots of yesterday. After Aztlan, Cesar Chavez will walk to the Capitol in his cobblestone-worn huaraches, beating on drums with the bones of ancient kings. He will speak to world leaders with his jasmine tongue of heaven and demand an end to coyotes, slavery, y los carteles. After Aztlan, I will gather the brown bodies adrift in the ocean, in the arroyo, in the desert. I will heal their flesh, mend their bones, hold sacred rituals, learn their language, sing native songs to sing them to sleep. After Aztlan, I will begin again. After Aztlan, Gloria Anzaldúa, with her bottom of the ocean eyes, will wake up the Olmec, resurrect the Aztec. She will shelter 43 orphans on the corner of Guerrero and We Will Not Forget Street to satisfy their blue heron hunger. After Aztlan, Juan Felipe Herrera will play his guitar of violets to boil the blood of Chiapas, to embrace Honduran refugees, to free the children from Guatemalan slums, so that people can dance in the avenues of Chile once more, so that love can pluck the thorns of Jamaica, so that the earth can triumph. After Aztlan, Latino pearls will flow from the arroyo. Heaven will speak the Mexican of my name, en una lengua de mezcal. Catholic robes will dress mountains. Flor de Maya will grow from the dirt where I was born. After Aztlan, the sweet tobacco handshake of Fatima will come down like a snake from the sky, bringing kisses like rain upon the heads of kings and queens and peones. After Aztlan, I will be raped and massacred, assimilated and segregated, hunted and enslaved. After Aztlan, I will be brutalized and sodomized, miscegenated and integrated. I will be drugged in the streets, hung from the rafters, burned at the cross, buried in mass graves. After Aztlan, I will be embraced and then shot, welcomed and then stabbed in the back. After Aztlan, I will lose my land, lose my belongings, lose my home. I will lose everything but my dignity. After Aztlan, I will defy your expectations and become the earth. I will take my ancient language and spell freedom. I will burn the night into rituals. After Aztlan, I will make love to the world and breed hope. After Aztlan, I will wipe the blood from my eyes and rise. After Aztlan, I will bow before the universe and give thanks. And I will begin again.
Wow.